Let's take you further afield. Over 34,000 and counting. That's the number of people that have lost their lives following the Türkiye and Syria earthquakes. Ahmed Kajee is standing by for us to show us the devastation as search and rescue operations continue there. Ahmed, good afternoon to you. What is it that you are seeing and hearing?
To you as well, but rescue efforts are continuing here in the Hatay region, in the Takya region rather, of the Hatay province. We're probably around 5 or 6 kilometers from the base camp of the Gift of the Givers and the international community, who has actually gotten together with their relief aids and their relief setups as well. Now, where we are currently, this morning, a 80-year-old woman was a survivor, was actually rescued from this building over here by emergency services and local personnel. She was taken to hospital and will receive the medical care as well. In the last few moments, we have seen a hearse come by as well, which indicates that one person has been found dead, unfortunately. And that just seems to be thematic of what we have seen in the last few days or the last few weeks, the last week or so, as well as these operations continue. But I'm now going to bring into the conversation the project head, Ahmed. He is from the Gift of the Givers. Ahmed, thanks for your time today. A bit of a difficult start to the day and a bit of a hopeful start to the day as well.
It's actually good that we have a hopeful start to the day, Ahmed. As you know, the last 2-3 days we've been doing searches and we've just been picking up a lot of bodies, and we actually assisted in recovering a few bodies where our teams assisted just to bring closure to the families. But today, luckily, our dogs joined the Omani teams. We've been working with Oman and Bahrain for the last 2-3 days, and about an hour or so ago, they've located the body, well, they've located a live victim rather, here in the rubble behind us, and they pulled out an 80-year-old lady who was buried for 8 days in the rubble. She was hypothermic, dehydrated, but she's stable and she's been taken to the hospital, and our canines were involved in assisting in locating her as well.
Earlier on, you told us about another survivor who your canine units may have identified.
So at the same location, they've got some what we call like a live-centered hits on as well. So from the information we're getting, that there's possibly still 2 victims that are here that we're trying to rescue at the moment. We've got the Oman and the Kuwait team assisting because we're just providing the canine, and we've got our team back. Our rescue teams that are back at the moment. So our canines are here with a very small team, and they're shoring the building, trying to look into the void, or the hole rather, where the alive victims can be at the moment. So they're continuing the rescue efforts. It may take up to an hour to 2 hours to try and locate the area why there possibly may be 2 more live victims.
Do you think that as the time since the earthquake passes, hope begins to fade?
It does. You know, we're 8 days into, more or less 8 days into the earthquake, and hope does fade. I mean, the temperatures here are soaring. They minus degrees in terms of it. Hypothermia is a huge issue you're going to face. If someone is trapped under rubble without food, water, dehydration is going to set in. So the chances of finding live victims as the days go on, the chances do diminish. What's really a miracle is that we are still finding live victims 8 days after this earthquake.
Ahmed, thanks very much for your time. Indeed, we'll continue getting updates from you as and when we go along. So there you have it from the Gift of the Givers. Thankfully, one 80-year-old woman has been rescued from the rubble under here after 8 days of waiting under this concrete, under this building, which collapsed last week, Monday, that 7.7 and 7.6 magnitude earthquakes. These operations will continue well into the new week, into the rest of the month, and not just in this particular area, but across Türkiye as well as Syria. Back to the studio.
Ahmed Kajee, thank you for that update. See you later.